What's up, guys? Barry Game here, back with some more Idle Heroes, and today we're discussing something for a potential second account on our kind of viewership here. So I recently posted because I noticed we're down on viewership. I don't know if it's Idle Heroes in general. The type of content I'm making might not be something that's sparking an interest in you guys lately, and I posted a poll asking what the reasons were why you guys didn't necessarily watch as many videos, whether you quit Idle Heroes, you only watch news videos, just uninteresting content, all that stuff. One thing I saw a bunch of people commenting on, even on Discord, was they honestly used to like my account better when we didn't have giant killer heroes, and that can honestly make a lot of sense. That totally makes a lot of sense because it's not as relatable when we're looking at our main account. So my idea was I'm gonna try to get my hands on an account similar to what this kind of looks like, where you only have B plus heroes, maybe one giant killer hero, because essentially, like, if you save up the resources enough, you can afford to get a giant killer. The only downside is this account right here is, of course, in chapter 6, so it's not like the best example. I want to try to find one that also doesn't have like a crazy treasure train on it as well. So that's going to be my goal, because I think what we have right now is we have too unrelatable of an account, and it's fun seeing the stuff occasionally that like you might not reach for years, but after a while it probably gets to the point where, like, Barry, I'm never going to see that level with my type of either mid to low spending or even free to play. So here's what my thought process is. We are going to be starting a brand new free-to-play account, which I'm going to try to take the early game for newer players and show them the path to kind of take the most optimally I can, while also making entertaining content. Sometimes we have to do some unoptimal things in order to make some good content occasionally. And then I want to try to get my hands on an account similar to this, where we're looking at some decent power. We're well past the mid game. We're getting towards the end game. However, we are a low spender, or someone who's not even a VIP account, like a very low VIP. I don't know if you guys might have any access to any old friends accounts or anything like that we could jump on and grab that login details, because if we can, I think that would be a lot of fun. Because one thing I noticed is we really don't have that on our own account besides our main one, because we haven't hyper focused it. Now, the only other option I can really think of, honestly, on our own accounts are going back to our free to play, because you'll notice we have a lot of, like, you know, we've got a lot of meme teams along here, which we could start another meme team. That could be fun as well. That might be an option. However, our free-to-play account surprisingly has some of the most progression out of all the other ones, because spending back in the day did amazing things, whereas it doesn't anymore. What we could do is we could try to take this, make it a little bit more optimal, and try to push forward. However, I feel like I'd like to have an account that's a little bit further along, because this is only in chapter 1. If I could find an account that was in like chapter 3 or something, that would be fun. But I think trying to keep to like the B stat lines and stuff would probably be the best option here. You can see here we almost actually have him fully sublimed. I bet if we kept playing this account, we would probably have the sublimation chest at this point from the past couple months event. So it does feel a little neglectful of this account, because again, this was the free to play. I really don't think we have any other accounts that are in a decent spot, but we can take a look real quick. Because again, I want to try to make an account that's more relatable to the average player and not just the early game free to play player, you know, because there's a big difference. Someone who's been playing for even just 2 years, a brand new series doesn't really help them make decisions as much, because it's nowhere near what their account would be. But you'll notice here, like, most of our accounts, they were the meme team accounts, so they were back in the day before all these new power systems came out, and we just haven't played them since. So you'll notice, like, nothing that we have access to is beyond like V4 heroes. Like, it's just none of them are. Even our one bigger account, our oldest account besides our main one here, our evil meme team, like, it's got a lot of heroes. Yeah, because back in the day, heroes were the thing. You just keep building E5 heroes left, right, and center. But now it's ridiculously powerless. So I don't know why I keep switch account. So the only thing I think is we can technically revive this one, But I'm sure there's a lot of people out there, whether you guys don't even really play the game anymore, one of your guild mates quit and they had an account that was at a decent power level. I'm kind of thinking I want to try to find an account that's in like the 2 to 3-ish range. That would be fun. And of course, not one that has Giant Killer, because if it has Giant Killer, it kind of kills it. Because again, I think most people out there want to see progress with B+ heroes, because that's what I've seen a ton on Reddit lately. There's a ton of people posting getting through like chapter 5 of the Void campaign with just B+ heroes, and it takes time grinding, and it's going to be an account that we might only show like once a week. But if that's something you guys would be interested, please leave a comment down below. I'd love to hear you guys' feedback. I'd love to know what you guys want to see as far as that type of account goes. Now, lastly, we are going to be starting a brand new free-to-play account soon. I don't know if it's going to be on this current newest server, 1104. I don't know how often servers are coming out nowadays, because if I take a look at my servers, like the last one I did, it was 1055. So from our last one from last year, they're only gone through what, 60 servers. So maybe that's one a week. So it's about one a week, I think they do. We're going to hold off. I think our plan is going to be to start on server 1105 as our new free-to-play. I think that's the game plan. And we're going to try to play it as like the optimal season version 2.0, because as you guys know, our past couple servers we've done have been less than optimal. We did a Holmes Young strategy last Christmas, which... yeah, we don't even have the hero anymore. We deleted it completely off this account. And then previously before that, we did do our normal free-to-play, which I believe we went the pretty standard route with Eloise and everything. I think we're going to try to do that again, because I think Eloise, it's just impossible to beat the power and progression Eloise gives you in the early game, and I think it's something a lot of newer players can appreciate and understand how to go through. Granted, we have our whole original free-to-play series, optimal series. I think it's literally, let me go to my, hold on. Let me go to my videos here. Most popular. The free-to-play optimal playthrough episode 1 is literally the second most viewed video on our entire channel. So, yeah, I think we might do that. And I think what we're also going to be doing is, I feel like I've kind of drifted away from guides or advice videos or even tier lists recently. I think we might jump back into it, even do maybe an ultimate beginner's guide for 2023, because so many things have changed across the years that the focus, if you're not watching every video, and there's a lot of videos, it can get buried in all the other nonsense. So yeah, I'm gonna have some new stuff cooking. I'm gonna have some new series coming out for you guys that you can kind of play along and stay attention to, because I know me doing a lot of stuff on my main account, while it's fun for me, it might not be fun to watch for you guys. So let me know what you guys think. Leave a comment down below. Go to the community tab, make sure you guys vote in that and leave some comments there, because I'd love to hear your guys' feedback of what you want to see, and I'm gonna make more of it. Hopefully you guys enjoy it. See you guys next time.